You've known Joe Biden for 30-something
Yes,
years, right? So, I mean,
Yeah.
how do you, what is your reaction to these allegations? Now there's two people who have said that he made them feel uncomfortable. Is it disqualifying, and what is your reaction to that?
I don't think it's disqualifying because I think disqualifying is with what your intention is. I do think this about communication in general, beyond this. I'm a member of the Straight Arm Club. I mean, I'm a straight armor and all of this. Just pretend you have a cold and I have a cold. But what I think that it's important for the Vice President and others to understand is it isn't what you intended, it's how it was received. And that's generally about communication in general. If people don't think they're being communicated with, even in your marriage, if your spouse doesn't think you're communicating, you ain't communicating, even if you think, but I did this and I did that. And so yeah, it's how it is received. So to say, I'm sorry that you were offended is not an apology. I'm sorry I invaded your space, but not I'm sorry you were offended. Because what's that? That's not accepting the fact that people think differently about communication, whether it's a handshake, a hug. Now, as you said, I know Joe Biden a long time. My grandchildren love Joe Biden. I mean, he's an affectionate person to children, to senior citizens, to everyone. That's just the way he is, but that's just not the way. Join the Straight Arm Club with me, if you will. And also, for example, my grandchildren, when they were little, like 5 and 6, now they're more 10 and 11, they would say, play games, and then they'd say, open sesame, except we don't say sesame, we say open Biden. That's the magic word, because he was just so lovely to them and paid attention to them. But he doesn't understand, you know, he has to understand in the world that we're in now that people's space is important to them, and what's important is how they receive it, not necessarily how you intended it.